This is a demonstration on how to use the Utah Landowner Association mapping form. If you would like to use the mapping form to submit the parcels that are included in a landowner association boundary. We can also take LOA boundary in the form of a as your shapefile, KML or KMZ, which you can draw in Google Earth, or a GPX format, which you could draw in some Garmin GPS mapping software. When submitting map files, each parcel must be individually identified, and it must have attribute data that clearly identifies the parcel ID, so that we can match ownership to the parcels and match that to the signature form. If you're not submitting a digital map in one of those accepted formats, you can also use our mapping form on the DWR website to submit those maps. So to get to that mapping form, you just go off of the main Landowner Association application page, click this mapping form link that will bring you to the Survey 123 mapping form. With that, there's some header data just to basically identify you and what you're submitting for. So you just need a first name, a last name, and then the landowner association name and the limited entry hunt unit. If you're not sure about the limited entry hunt unit, you can go to the Utah Hunt Planner, which is linked right there, and see what that LA hunt unit is. To draw parcel boundaries, you just keep scrolling down. The map will default to wherever your internet connection location indicates, so you may have to scroll somewhere in the state for each parcel. In this example, I'm just going to be looking at our office in Salt Lake City. So in this example, you can see these county parcel boundaries that have been supplied. If there are not county parcel boundaries for where you need to draw your location, you can draw where you know the boundaries to be on the landscape. So in this example, we'll click this button on the right side of the screen to draw a polygon. To do that, we could just click the corners, trace the polygon, and then to finish, you can either double click or you can click on the check box here. So this example, I'll just double click. We've completed the polygon. We just have to type a parcel ID. This will match what's on the spreadsheet of parcels submitted with the main application. Oftentimes this will be the county ID, but as long as it is something that links to the submitted table of parcels, that'll work. If there's any details you'd like to add, you can put in the parcel description, but that's an optional field, not mandatory. And that's all you have to do for a parcel. If you've got a second or third parcel, you just need to click this plus button. That'll let you then add a second one. So I'll go back down to our Salt Lake office as an example here. And then I'll click the polygon tool, and then I'll trace that polygon to add it. If I've got all of the points that make up the corners of the polygon, I can just click this check mark, be done, instead of double clicking. Again, just need to have a parcel ID that matches with that spreadsheet, and I'll just leave that optional description blank. So that is in there. You can just go ahead and add a third one, etc. Oops. So, for example, if you don't have the county provided parcel boundaries, but you know where your property lines are, you can draw wherever that happens to be. That would be part of the LOA. Just double click to complete it. And then if you would like to review them, you can click back through these 1, 2, 3. Make sure you've got them where you want, or to double check that you already did one or not. It is also possible to edit these before you submit them if you need to move it or move a corner, and then just click OK again. Or you can completely delete one. There's an optional form if you've got any comments or concerns that you need to put on there. And once you've got your parcels in there, you can click submit. Might be a good idea to do a few at a time if you're doing a lot, and click submit intermittently, just in case something happens with your internet connection. You won't lose all your work. That's it. Those should come to us at the DWR, and we will then be able to pair them with your application.